Well, hey, what's up? Welcome to the Inspired Composites YouTube channel. I'm Nathan, and what I got for you guys today is I'm doing some design and 3D modeling work for the G35 Rebody project. Most of you guys know about the project. However, the design that I was going with before, I'm completely scrapping it. It's no good, and I think the direction that I'm headed towards right now is going to be a lot better and a lot more fun. Let's start from the beginning with the G35 project. The idea was to make a replica GTR, and what better car to use is the G35, which is actually, it's a Skyline R35 in Japan, and I guess that would have been a suitable donor for a replica GTR, and that was the idea. Make a replica body of the GTR to fit over the G35. It started with that, but it evolved into just using the GTR headlights, GTR taillights, and creating our own design in terms of the body styling and building it over the G35. Considering we're going to keep the roof intact, we're just going to remove all the side body panels and then the front end and everything. Most of the panels would bolt on, or you can rivet or glue it on. Up to that point, I've put in maybe 1,000 hours worth of just design and modeling, and then, you know, all the time it took to 3D scan the car and do all that good stuff. And now it has completely, I wouldn't say evolved, but it has switched up to something different, which is we're going to be designing and making a more supercar body to build over the G35. Now that we're doing a supercar look, we're taking off the roof. We're going to keep the doors. We're taking off the roof though, and the roof is going to be a little bit lower. It's going to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's going to give us that supercar look that we're going for. Also, everything else is going to be redesigned. Right now, I have a very rough idea of what it's going to look like. It's in purple right now. It's not supposed to be, but this is just a really rough draft or rough design of what I want it to look like. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to include you guys in the 3D modeling process of the new G35 Rebody design. And what else is there to say? So let's go ahead and get started. That's good ginger soda. Alright fellas, we're in Rhino 3D, and what you see here is a very rough design of the G35 Project Rebody. And let me do a little bit more explanation of what's going on. Let me group this, and I will hide it. Actually, I will put it on its own layer. Rough Latte. Alright, we'll get rid of that. We'll hide it for now, just to give you guys a better look of what's going on. Come on, baby, don't do this now. Alright. So, we have our OE scan. Not OE scan, we just have a scan of the G35 car. Because we're doing a more supercar look, the roof isn't going to work for us. Because it's just, the roof is just a little bit too tall, a little bit too high for us. So we're cutting it off, but we're going to keep the doors because that's important. The doors are still going to be there to make the kit a lot easier to build. So let's go ahead, remove the roof. And because we're using the original doors, we will also be using the original glass. But you might be asking, the profile of the glass, how will you alter that according to the new roof that you're designing? Well, I have a little bit of fabrication tricks that we're going to do. Basically, with the new profile of the window, and what I mean by profile is our profile of the window is this, right? But because we're making our roof a little bit shorter, some of this glass at the top has to be cut off. So a few things we could do, or actually two things we could do, but there's really only one thing we should do. And we should take a belt sander and grind it all the way down to the new profile line that we will want. It's gonna be about right here. So if you can imagine everything above this line on that glass, take a belt sander, you just shave it all the way down. Now I'm gonna show you the body that I have designed so far. It's a rough, real rough body. Okay. The one thing that I did with this is, if you can see the new roof, the roof is moved forward about 6 inches to give it a more, you know, a supercar look. So comparing the new roof with the old roof, you can see the difference between the two. That's why we have to chop off the roof on the G35 to be able to put the new roof on there. It's just gonna make it look like a different car. And then for the taillights, I don't know which taillights I want to use yet. I think I want to use some Audi taillights. If you guys have any suggestions, leave some in the comments. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good overview of what I have going on right now with the design and what I plan for the car. I think we should go ahead and do a little bit of 3D modeling work. Let's start with the front end a little bit. Alrighty. I think I want this line to come out a little bit more this way. This profile here is actually an air ram that I want the air to go through the radiator in the front and then come out the top here. And that's just the profile of it. But I want that profile to be moved back just a little bit and a little bit inward. We're doing very rough design changes here. Somewhere around this area right here is, I want it to kind of concave in a little bit to give it a nice little aerodynamic feature that will regress at the top. And if you guys have any suggestions what the front should look like, especially this lower front bumper area, to me that's kind of like the hardest part to figure out. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead, post it in the comments, post a link to a picture, send me an email, call my phone, text message me, send me a courier pigeon. Oh yeah, a fun fact about courier pigeons is that the only way they travel is going home. So you train a pigeon, it's home, and you take it somewhere and then you let it free and it'll fly back home. That's why they call it a homing pigeon. I may be wrong. I heard that somewhere. Don't take my word for it. Smarter every day. Alright, let's get a little funky here, you know? Sometimes when you draw lines and then you start moving around, you start seeing certain shapes come. Oh, now we're getting funky. Let's not get too funky. You see that little hole? You see where the air is going in? Remember that fact about a homing pigeon? Those are good times. Move stuff around, manipulate things, rotate them, bend them. You know, use the spices of life. Sunday morning, rain is calling. Share some cover, share some skin. Oh yeah, doesn't that look good? Tell me that don't look good. Come on, man. Alright, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna continue working on this, and hopefully I can bring you guys a video about this project once every week and keep you guys updated. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.